All right, here's how we do lesson 401B, independent practice. We are solving multi-steps equation. Here's problem number one. But remember, I always do a similar one. So here's the similar one that I'm going to do. 5 parentheses x minus 18 equal to, let's say, I'm going to keep the negative 5 there. Okay, so step number one. Now, multi-steps equation means that you're going to have to do multi-steps, like the steps you see I wrote here. So at the end, you find the value of the x. Remember, this is what we want to end. X equals some number. And the first thing that says here is step number one is you want to eliminate the parentheses. And here's how you eliminate the parentheses. You're going to take this 5 that is multiplying the parentheses. And what you're going to do is you're going to multiply the 5 by the x, and 5 times x, we just put them together. That's how you multiply a number and a letter. And then you're going to do 5 times minus 18. Using the calculator, that's going to give you minus 90. And then all of this is equal to negative 5. So that's how you eliminate the parentheses. All right. Next step is something called combine like terms. You only do that when you have multiple x's. Okay. But here we only have the x only show up once. So we're not going to do that step here. Next step is to undo any addition or subtraction. If you look here, this 90 is being subtracted to the x. So the opposite of subtracting 90 is to add 90. Whatever you do on one side, you do it in the opposite side. Remember, I like to put this long line. You don't have to do it, but I like to do it. Bring down or drop the 5x. Now, when you do minus 90 plus 90 in the calculator, that will give you 0. But in algebra, we do not write the 0, so we just cross it out. Equal negative 5 plus 90 with the calculator is going to give you positive 85. And I did my second step, undo any addition or subtraction. Now we're going to do with the last step, undo any multiplication or division. This 5 here is multiplying. What's the opposite of multiplying by 5? We're going to divide by 5. Whatever you do on one side, you do it on the opposite side. 5x divided by 5, that's going to be giving you 1x. But remember, in algebra, we do not write that big one, so we just say x. And then 85 divided by 5, if I'm not mistaken, that would be 17. Okay? And that's how you do problem number one. Let's go to the next one. Here's problem number two. Now you're going to see there's going to be a fraction. No worries. We're still doing the same thing. Okay, so we're going to have, I'm going to change the equation. So let's say I have negative 5 over 13x plus 4 equal to 11. Okay, and what we're going to do here, again, is we are solving multi-steps equation, which in other words, it means that we're going to have to do several steps. So at the end, I get x equals some number. Okay, so you're going to have to do several steps to find the value of the x. All right. How do we do that? We're going to follow these steps that I wrote up here. Step number one, do I have any parentheses in the equation? No. Step number two, combine like terms. You only do that when you have the letter X repeated more than once. It's showing up more than once. I don't have that here. Step number three, undo any addition or subtraction. If you look at this 4 is adding. So what's the opposite of adding 4? We're going to subtract 4. Now, remember that an equal sign split the problem in two sides, left side and right side. So you can see I wrote minus 4 on the left side. I'm going to have to write minus 4 on the right side. Okay, whatever you do on one side, you do it in the other. Here's my long line. And then negative 513x, I'm going to drop it. I'm going to bring it down here. And the 4 and the minus 4, you do it in the calculator 0, but we do not write the 0. We cross it out, drop the equal. 11 minus 4 is 7. Okay? Now we're going to do the next step. Undo any multiplication or division. Okay. Now look, we have a fraction multiplying the x. What's the opposite of multiplying? Oh, that's going to be dividing. So I'm going to divide by the fraction that I highlighted in yellow. So I'm going to be dividing by -5/13. Now, whatever you do on one side, you have to do it on the other side. So under the 7, I'm going to write the same thing, -5/13. Now, when you divide -5/13 by -5/13 in the calculator, what's going to happen? That's going to give you 1x. But again, like I told you in algebra, we do not write the 1 in front of the x. So we have x. Now, how do I do this division? 7 divided by -5/3. That's when you're going to need your calculator. Here's the calculator. And I'm going to write this division. So here's how you do it in the calculator. You're going to press the fraction key right there. You're going to put on the top 7. And then on the bottom, since I'm dividing by another fraction, click on the fraction key again. And then you're going to put -5, and then on the bottom 13. See, look at what I type in the calculator. Same thing I have here. If you get a decimal, remember, click on the circle and look what will be my final answer. It will be -91/5. And that's how you do problem number 2. Let's go to the next one. All right, in this problem number 3. Okay, again, you can see here, problem number 3, I'm going to write a similar one. So let's say I put here 13 equal, then let's say I put here -5x minus 10. And then on the bottom, I put -5 here, okay? We are solving multi-steps equation, which basically means I'm going to have to do several steps. So I find the value of the x at the end. So I get something like this, x equal something, a number. All right. So how do we do that? We're going to have to follow multi-steps. Now, like I told you last class, when you see this long bar, that means division. That's a fraction bar. Fraction bar means division. And when you do that, you're going to follow the multi-steps that I wrote up here, but you're going to start with the last one. You're going to do it backwards. See, you're going to undo any multiplication or division. That bar means division. And I'm dividing by -5. What is the opposite of dividing by -5? You're going to multiply. That dot there means times. Okay, that's what the dot means. I'm going to multiply by -5. Whatever you do on the right side, remember the equal sign. Split the problem in two sides, left side and right side. You see I wrote times -5 on the right side. I had to write times -5 on the left side. -5 times 13, that's going to give me -65 equal. Now look what happened with the -5s on the right side. When you do what I did, multiply by -5, okay, to get rid of the fraction bar and the -5 on the bottom, they're going to cancel out. See? So what do you have left is what is on the top, -5x minus 10. So I did the last step here because I want to get rid of the bar. And that bar means division. Now, I'm going to start all over. Once I did that, I eliminate that long bar. I'm going to start all over again with the steps. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to eliminate any parenthesis. Do I have any parenthesis? No. The next step, you're going to combine like terms. Do you only do that when you have the x showing up more than once? The x here is showing up only once. The next step, I'm going to undo any addition or subtraction. You see this 10 is subtracting. What is the opposite of subtracting 10? Well, the opposite will be adding 10. Whatever you do on one side, you do it on the other side. Okay, and again, here we go with my long line. All right, -65 plus 10, that will be -55. Use the calculator if you have to. Drop the equal, drop the -5x, and then -10 plus 10. The calculator will give you 0, but we do not write the 0 in algebra. We just cross it out. Okay, and now we're going to do the next step, undo any multiplication or division. This -5 here is multiplying the x. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. And I'm going to divide by -5. Whatever you do on one side, you do it in the other. And then -55 divided by -5, do it in the calculator, you're going to get positive 11. And -5x divided by -5 is really 1x. But again, we do not write the 1 in front of the x. And this is how you solve problem number 3. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here is problem number 4. So let me show you what we're going to do here. Again, a similar one. So 6 parentheses 2x minus 11. All of that is equal to -15. Okay. So how do we do this? We're solving equation that involves multi-steps. These steps that I wrote on the top. So at the end, we get the value of x, and it's going to end like this. X equal a number. Okay. And how do we do that? We're going to follow these steps. Step number 1, eliminate parentheses. Look, I have a parenthesis. You're going to take this 6, that isn't right, it's multiplying the parenthesis, and you're going to multiply this 6 by the 2x. And when you multiply 6 times 2, you get 12, and you keep the x. And then you're going to take the 6, and you're going to multiply by the -11. And that will give you -66, see? And then I keep writing the rest of my equation. And I did step number 1. Step number 2, we're going to combine like terms. Now, the only time you do that is when you have the letter x showing up more than once. Okay, right now it's showing up one time, once. So we cannot do that step. Step number 3, we're going to undo any addition or subtraction. Look at this 66. It's subtracting. Okay, so what is the opposite of subtracting 66? Oh, we're going to add 66. Whatever you do on one side, and remember the equation, the equal sign, split the problem in left side and right side. I wrote plus 66 on the left side. I'm going to write plus 66 on the right side. Let's put the long line. Drop the 12x. Minus 66 plus 66, that's 0, but we do not write the 0. We just cross it out. Equal, and then -15 plus 66. That's going to be, I believe that's going to be 51. Okay. Let me make sure. Yep, 51. Okay. And now we're going to do the next step. And what is the next step? The next step is to undo any multiplication or division. This 12 is multiplying the x. Okay. What is the opposite of multiplying by 12? We're going to divide by 12. Whatever you do on one side, you do it on the other side. Okay. 12x divided by 12 is 1x, but we do not write the 1. Now I'm going to take my calculator and divide 51 by 12. Let me clear this. 51 divided by 12. You can see I got a decimal. Click the circle. You're not going to type decimals. So we're going to type here 17/4. You're going to type a fraction. Okay? And that's how you do problem number 4. Let's go to the last one. All right, here's question number 5. Again, I'm going to do a similar one. So let's say we have something like this. 3 times 5x minus 12. And then outside we have, let's say we have, let me see, 10x. And then equal 9, okay? And we are solving what is called multi-steps equation, which means that we're going to have to do several steps. So at the end, we can find the value of x. So we can find how much is x. It's going to say something like this. X equal a number. Okay. How do we do that? We're going to follow all of these steps. Step number 1, we're going to eliminate the parentheses. We do have a parenthesis. This 3 here is multiplying everything in the parentheses. So you're going to take the 3, multiply by the 5x. 3 times 5 is 15x. Then you're going to take the 3 multiplied by the -12, okay? And that will give you -36. And you eliminate the parentheses. Then write the rest of your equation, -10x equal 9, okay? Next step is to combine like terms. You only do that if you have the letter x showing up more than once. And you see here, The letter X is showing up twice on the 15x and on the minus 10x. So what you're going to do is you're going to combine those two. So you're going to take the 15x and the minus 10x, and you're doing really 15 minus 10, and that's how you get 5x. See, 15 minus 10, let me highlight that. You're going to take the 15 and you're going to do minus 10. The word combine means add or subtract. So 15 minus 10 is equal 5x. And then I still have this minus 36, and then I have the rest of my equation equal 9. The next step is to undo any addition or subtraction. If you see this 36 is subtracting, what's the opposite of subtracting 36? Oh, it's going to be adding 36. Now remember, the equation is split on two sides. The equal signs separate that, left side and right side. I wrote plus 36 on the left side. I'm going to write plus 36 on the right side. Here we go with my long line. You don't have to do it, but I like to do it. Drop down the 5x minus 36 plus 36. That will give you 0. This cross out. Equal 9 plus 36 gives you 45. Okay? And finally, we're going to go to the last step, undo any multiplication or division. This 5 is multiplying. What's the opposite of multiplying by 5 is to divide by 5. Whatever you do on one side, you do it in the other. 5x divided by 5 is 1x, but we do not write the 1, so we just say x. And 45 divided by 5 is 9. And that's how you do these problems. I hope this helps.